What's up, fam of Liberty? It's your boy Big Sarge, and I'm on point right now with my reaction to the video of Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky meeting in the Oval Office with the administration. I'm going to roll a clip from that real quick.
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are
Mr.
not
President,
strong...
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
That.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on
position
this
to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this.
what
I'm not
You're in
dictating.
no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards.
Playing cards.
But right now, you don't.
Yeah,
you're playing cards.
Mr. President.
You're playing cards.
Serious.
You're gambling with the
president
lives of millions of people.
You're
gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. It's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot of times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank you.
Even today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
My reaction is if you're an ally of the United States, you just learned a very clear lesson. You cannot trust America under Donald Trump. Your security, your sovereignty, and your survival are all secondary to whether Trump personally feels flattered. If you are not groveling at his feet, you're expendable. Watching Russia's best negotiators, Vice President Trump, yes, I said Vice President Trump, and DUI hire Pete Hegseth and the guy liner wearing couch fucker James Donald Bowman, yeah, I just dead named that motherfucker. Watching these ass clowns in the room with Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky, this guy went fucking toe-to-toe with all three of them. You could tell that these fuckface ass clowns were getting pissed that he would not bend the knee to them. They kept raising their voices. They kept trying to gaslight him, trying to strong-arm him on camera. It was a setup. These dudes fucking put this thing together so they could publicly humiliate this guy. Now, keep in mind, this is the same person who Trump was impeached for asking if he could help dig up dirt on Hunter Biden in exchange for aid and was impeached for it. This makes Zelensky the highest profile world leader who has ever stood up to Donald Trump. He's a leader of a country at war, which is highly dependent upon foreign aid for its literal survival. His popularity indexes with how much aid Ukraine gets, which controls Ukraine's military viability. That is the biggest risk to Ukraine that he can control personally. He has no control over the amount of U.S. military aid he gets. Definitely not with this vice president in office willing to impound congressionally authorized funds. The vice presidency in office right now is openly defying the judiciary branch right now in tearing down U.S. foreign aid. This was not a winnable situation for Zelensky from the foreign aid perspective, but he knew that going in. He knew this would be in front of the entire world. He knew Trump was going to try and extort him and humiliate him. And remember what I said the other day about Trump being a sullen little thin-skinned sulky boy whenever anyone stands up to him? That's exactly what happened, and Zelensky was prepared. He had his talking points down pat, and he absolutely clowned on Trump. He absolutely dunked on Vance. What he's getting out of this right now, instead, is the worldwide and domestic visibility and popularity that he needs to forge a different path forward for Ukraine. I hope every NATO and UN country that isn't China and Russia tell the United States to go fuck itself. And I hope they give Ukraine everything it needs. The United States government and Trump administration is a fucking embarrassment. Mad respect to Ukraine's president for not backing down, not giving in, and exposing the Trump administration as being incompetent, undiplomatic, Russian simps out there licking Putin's boots. Slava Ukraini. Glory to the defenders. The Sons of Liberty stands with Ukraine. Quick shout out to James from the staff of Liberty on our Discord for this absolute gem. Us Marines who understand what the fuck honor, courage, and commitment actually means are fucking revolted and embarrassed that we ever wore the same name tape on our uniforms and that a scum fucking shitbag like him never deserved the title. And you can quote me on that. Consider yourself quoted, James. And before any MAGA fuckface ass clowns get in my comments talking shit like little keyboard warrior bitches, I watched the whole fucking thing. Don't try gaslighting me like Miss Lindsey Graham did, y'all bunch of fascist bootlicking simps, y'all MAGA cucks. This ain't no safe space for y'all cultist clown-ass snowflakes. Admin Tim316 says, get fucked and die mad about it. Hashtag not sorry, not sorry. Big Sarge, out here.
And now it's time for the throw punch!